Well, it seems that the quiz winner this morning let's have a little look. I have a feeling is it you, Dave Lunt from Yorkshire? I think it is. Congratulations. Congratulations, Dave Lunt. Well, you will get a song of your choice played, but not before I've said hello and done a little show to include Phil and Nina from Healthy Junkies. Good morning, Phil and Nina.
Good
Morning,
morning.
morning, Dawn.
I'm used to hearing that one, Morning Dawn. That's always a funny one to me.
Yeah, the name Dawn, you had to do a morning show, didn't you? It was meant to
Absolutely.
be.
Absolutely. I was born at dawn. That's why, my parents gave me that name. And I've got no middle name. They were really cruel. I had no choices, no nickname choices, nothing. That's
It
it.
was meant to be.
Absolutely, indeed. Well, so both of you, I have got you up bright and early because you're gigging a great deal of the time, aren't you?
Crazy amount, all over the place. We're promoting our new album, so we decided to just get out and about. Mind you, we always get out and about and travel everywhere. So I guess this year's no different.
I love that. Okay, and I feel a bit guilty having got you up so early this morning.
We thought about staying up.
Yeah, we didn't go to sleep at all.
We thought it might be easier.
Oh, I love that. Okay, now you're very much a European couple, aren't you?
Yes.
Yes, I guess so.
Well, Nina's from Paris.
Yes.
Yeah, and you're from you.
Well, I'm from Tring originally, Tring, Hertfordshire.
Okay.
But I moved up to London in '91, so I guess I'm pretty much a Londoner by now.
Yes, I would say so. But it's a fair old while, isn't it? And the both of you, how did you both meet?
Well, we met in a venue called Punk in Soho. Actually,
No, we met on MySpace.
online. Remember MySpace?
I do remember MySpace.
Yeah, it was really good at the time, wasn't
It
it? But we
was,
met
yeah.
we met on MySpace. We both had different bands, and we were in touch for probably about a year before we
Yeah,
met.
it was a yeah.
And then Nina was doing a gig with a band from New York, and she wanted a gig in Camden. She said, "Can you get me a gig in Camden?" And I said, "Yes." But I didn't go because I was going away. And then I went on tour with a band called The Jewel I was in at the time.
Yeah.
And our London date was in Punk in Soho, long gone venue, near Soho Square. And you came to meet me. So that was it.
And was that it for you as a musical couple, or was that it as a kind of a full-on couple as well?
I think as a full-on couple, it's fair to say.
Full on couple. The music actually came later. We didn't
Oh,
really connect
Yeah,
musically for a while,
we
to be
really
honest.
we didn't get on musically to start with.
I'd play something, Nina would say, no.
Yeah.
And eventually, it was a friend's birthday, mutual friend's birthday, and we didn't get a present. We didn't get a present. What are we going to give her? Let's write her a song. So we set aside I guess, our egos or whatever,
Yeah.
and we wrote a song called Glam Sister for Lucy, and that's on our first album. And then after that, it was easy.
okay. Now you've sent me some songs to play this morning, in fact. And is that one of the songs by any chance?
It is not one of the songs.
Oh,
Well, I'm afraid not. Could have chosen that one, but we took songs from the new album.
okay.
Um, so we're because that's what we're promoting.
Exactly. No, that's absolutely great. That's fantastic. Okay, well, what I'm going to do right now is play this track, Self-Conscious, and listen to the Mad Banana. What does it say on here? Listen to the Mad Banana
Oh,
Cast
Banana Castle Records.
Castle.
That's our independent label.
Okay, it's moving. It's all across
All right.
the
Listen to the Man as the album. It's the way we label the songs when we send them to Rodney Bingenheimer in Sirius FM. He plays our songs all the time, but you have to label them specifically like this. So we just label them all like this. So it's like band song, album name, year, record label, whatever. So that's why.
Wow, it makes it very difficult for me on my system to be able to know what it
Yeah.
says. So, okay, so this is Healthy Junkies. Listeners, this is Healthy Junkies, and Self-Conscious is the name of this track.
Yeah, that's
Great.
it.
I spend my life in wonder. I spend my life in doubt. self-conscious. I've always turned away. This time I'm taking it to you. I'll take it out of the frame. Not gonna change my way. Not gonna waste another day. I'm gonna throw it all away. And I will never be afraid. I spend my life trying to live up to all the expectation. I spend my time trying to dress up for the right occasion. I found my way to liberate. Now is the time to celebrate. This is time for the great escape. Not gonna change my way. Not gonna waste another day. I'm gonna throw it all away. And I will never be afraid. Yeah. Too thin to marry someone, too fat to fit the bill, too short to ever belong, too tall to have the will. Not gonna change my way. Not gonna waste another day. I'm gonna throw it all away. And I will never be afraid. You got to get away. You got to get away. You got to get away. You got to get away from me. For me.
Self-conscious, and that is Healthy Junkies. Is it the Healthy Junkies or Healthy Junkies?
Just healthy.
Just Healthy Junkies, but a lot of people call us the Healthy Junkies. But there's other, for example, the Skids. I've always called them the Skids, but apparently they're just Skids. So does it matter? I don't know.
Well, it might do when people are searching for you. Because
Well, it's just Healthy Junkies.
okay. And how did you come up with that name?
Well, actually, it's because when we first met, I was making a health drink called kombucha, which I still make regularly. And we were kind of
Partying a lot.
partying a lot at the same time. So Nina said, "You're a healthy junkie. Let's call the band Healthy Junkies." And I said, "That's a great idea." Since then, I've come to the conclusion it's because we're addicted to music.
Ah, yes.
And what healthier addiction than music?
Not just music, though. I think people are addicted to all kinds of things. as well.
Junkies to social media,
Yeah, exactly.
junk food. We're all, and of course, there's the whole kind of pharmaceutical industry, which we're always banging on about.
Yeah.
Mental health, which is rife. So it's kind of all become tied into that. It's grown into itself, the name.
Absolutely. Yeah.
At least I like to think that.
Well, yeah, it has. I mean, we are all addicted. We're all addictive personalities, or we all have personalities to a certain degree, I suppose. And even those of us who maybe feel as though, oh, we don't get addicted to drugs, we don't get addicted to cigarettes, we don't get addicted to alcohol or whatever. But oh my God, we get so addicted to social media.
And Netflix binging, you know, like that's an addiction, isn't it? It's these huge amounts of series and consuming this, consuming that. We are consumers.
Yeah, and it makes you wonder how many hours of our lives do we waste? But you hit on a very, I think, a really salient point just now about music being healthy, because there are so many people. I know lots of people have sort of unfortunately left us within the music world, but there are also many musicians and people who are involved in music who seem to live very, very, very long and really good lives as well.
That's true. Nina always said to me that
it keeps you young. I
British
think.
rock stars never die.
Don't. I mean, American rock stars seem to, but British rock stars, they live on forever. I mean, Ozzy Osbourne and
Keith
He should
Richards.
have been dead years ago with all the stuff he's taken over the
Yeah.
years.
How do they do it? They
Yes.
must be really have strong constitutions.
Yeah.
I think it's the music. I really believe
Music keeps you young.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I think you're absolutely right. Now, you both do many, many gigs and you are a duo. Do you have a full band as well?
Yes, we've got David James on drums, who's been with us for quite a while now, about 5 years.
5 years. He missed a year, but yeah.
Yeah, and
Gap
then
year.
we have Joe Gaskin on bass. Hi, guys, if you're listening.
Joe joined us in January, first gig on January the 9th, and he's just been great.
He's only 18 as well, so I'm really happy that
It's reduced the average age of the band.
Yes.
Considerably.
The thing is that there's another beautiful thing about music. It should never be ageist at
Well,
all.
it isn't. It isn't. I mean, think of musicians like classical musicians, blues musicians, jazz musicians, and rock musicians. You can play all your life if your hands don't give in.
Yeah. And even if they do, you could still write songs and get someone else to play.
You can hum.
Exactly, yeah.
Probably do hum when you're old. Different kind of hum.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'd like to play another one of your tracks. And can you let people know where they can get your album?
Okay, so we've just released our album on vinyl. It's the first time. It is in rough trade. You can get it from rough trade stores, or you can get it online on our website, healthyjunkies.co.uk, or at gigs. Come and see us at a gig. We've got CDs, we've got all the albums, we've got the vinyl. We carry it with us. So come to a gig.
That's always a good one. Yes,
Yeah.
listeners, do go to a gig, because I've not seen you both live yet, but I know from Amanda Austin and from others that you are very, very good and a real audio and visual pleasure when you're there doing your gigs live. So I'd certainly like to come and see you. I'm going to Japan in August, so to live for a couple of years, to do with music. So I very much hope that I'll get to see you perform live before I go. When is your next gig?
Well, we've got one on the 12th of July at Ruse Studios in Old Street. And then we got one on the 12th of July.
12th of July is the one in Rome.
Before that, 27th of June at the Half Moon in Putney.
No, that's 27th of July. Yes.
Months from.
We've got 27th of July, Half Moon in Putney, and 12th of July at Ruse Studio in London.
That is it, yeah. Hang on.
Okay, yeah. See, she's got it. You've got to listen to the lady.
I'm not the most awake either, but I try my best.
More awake than me.
You are. You're definitely awake. Now,
despite the 4 coffees.
We've got some listeners saying hello to you. In fact, Amanda Austin, she says, good morning, Nina and Phil.
Good morning, Amanda.
Good morning, Amanda.
Yes, she's upstairs here, staying with me at the moment, and she's going to be helping me out to, I don't know, sort all sorts of things out. And we have to say a quick good morning to Mark Hunt. For very obvious reasons, we have to say his name very slowly. And he always...
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
Hello, Mark.
Mark.
And Tim Darville, hello Tim, are you in a fridge today? Where are you? Let us know. And Dave Lunt from Yorkshire, he got 9, and Tim got 9 as well. Fantastic. That was the quiz that I did earlier on. So
I only got the first one, which I know the answer to.
Well, at least you got 1.
That I knew. I thought, I'm going to know these, but yeah.
And was that it after that one?
Well, the Robbie Williams one, I could guess that one, but I'm looking forward to hearing the answers in full.
Okay, yes, I did the answers, didn't I? Yeah.
Have you done them already?
Yeah, I did the answers. We have the answers. We've done all that.
All right.
Oh well, I'll let you know them a bit later.
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to play another track of yours. Now, this is Baroness Listen, and to the mad... No, is it just
Baroness? Baroness.
I need to show you this, because this will be difficult for other stations as well if it's like this, because it should say on the right-hand side of the stuff, as long as you've got the metadata in there, it'll carry it. So this is Healthy Junkies. Sorry, Phil and Nina, my apologies there. This is Baroness. love your songs.
Thank you, Dawn.
Thank you.
I really do. I just think they are great. Now, I'm having a look and I'm seeing that it says that you've been active from 2010, but I'm trying to find out now whether or not as individuals, perhaps you, Phil, maybe did you start music before that? Were you in bands before? I'm trying to find out whether or not you qualify as a revival artist. Did you start by any chance doing things with any other bands from 2005?
Well, my first recording's from 1980, so I think
Perfect.
that probably does qualify.
Definitely. I'm so pleased to learn that. And what was that recording?
It was a band called Curfew. It's my first band, three-piece band, and we did a couple of songs, recording of 2 songs in a session at Goldhawk Studios in Kent. I think it's still there. So that was my first band. And I went on to join a band called Beat Street, who I joined them because I had a record deal. And then I had a band called The Question before I left Tring and came up to London. Then I got into dance music, released some records on Rumour Records. And then got back into guitar music thanks to Nirvana, formed a band called God's Garden, which became Storm. And then Neurotica, we had we had one album out and some singles.
I cannot tell you how happy I am to hear this. Now I get to genuinely ask you, which of your songs from your new album, would you like released as your first single to go into the revival chart voting pool?
What should we say, Son and a Daughter?
Of course.
What about our new single, the single that's out at the moment, Son and a Daughter, which I mislabeled for you, I must admit.
You did.
But did you know the song? Because you played it a few times. With that hasn't gone in the chart yet. It hasn't been submitted, is it?
No, not at all, because the only thing that was submitted to was Jukebox Judgment.
Yes, it was. Yes, that's right.
And let me just see if I've got that easily to hand here, because I always keep everything times like, for periods of time. Just one second. Let me just have a rummage here. And a son and a daughter.
It was labelled as Julie's.
I labelled it as Julie's Got a Job
I
by
know.
mistake.
I know, but I have it here. So, listeners, I will make sure that this is in the voting pool as of next Monday. So, as of next week, you will be able to vote for this. This is A Son and a Daughter, and this is Healthy Junkies. And if you love it, please do vote for it.
When I am
Love that song. And lots of listeners do as well. And listeners, as we've just discovered, we now will be able to vote for it as well. I'll see if I can get it updated before next Monday, because usually we update the voting pool on Mondays, but I will see what can be done. Let me just read you a few little messages from listeners here, guys. We have Dave Lunt. He says, "Hey, Nina, Phil, loving your tracks." And Gary Rocket, "Sounding great, Nina and Phil. Good morning to both of you." Joe Solar over in the US, on the west coast of the US, late at night for her there. She says, "Fabulous, Nina and Phil. Good morning." And Gary saying, "Wow, really love a son and a daughter, Nina and Phil, the Healthy Junkies. I remember hearing it before on Dawn's show. It's great, you guys." There you go. People loving it. And it is. I love it. It's a super track. Fantastic hook. Son and a daughter. That section there. Just, yeah.
We've got we just released a video for this song, actually.
Yeah,
So
check it out on YouTube.
And it was directed and filmed by Dan Schaefer from Womb Studios. But yeah, check it out. It's on YouTube. Son and a daughter. See the full video.
Okay, well, there you go, listeners. Not yet, though. Not while we're on.
Not obviously now, no.
Right now. That's certainly after the show for sure. Go and watch it. In fact, I can put the link up. If you two can send me the. Oh, actually, I can find it. I'll search it and I'll drop it into the social media kind of chat thread that everybody's got going on.
Thanks,
You have a nice. Yeah, you're welcome. Do you know what I also love, Nina? You have such a cute, sexy French accent when you sing. And it's funny because, with some languages, the accent doesn't carry in music.
You lose it, yeah. I can't lose mine, whether I sing or talk. I've been here so long and it's still there. So I tried, but I just can't.
But it sounds fabulous. It sounds fabulous. What I was going to say, though, is that I think it's a bonus. I think it's a benefit. It's a great thing. And by comparison, there are other accents, linguistic, other languages that don't carry very well in music. But the French accent is just, sounds, yeah, absolutely wonderful.
Well, it's funny because we think the same about English people speaking French. Like, we love it as well. So it works the other way.
Non, c'est pas vrai.
Jane Birkin.
Yeah, Jane Birkin's a good example. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. Okay. Yes, very good example there. Okay, now, so we know you've got 2 gigs now in July coming up, but I always question the music industry. Why is it that it can be so difficult when music is so good and where our artists are so good and so professional, that it is difficult to kind of get out there and break into the scene? And in your case, you would be fantastic at festivals, absolutely incredible at festivals. How are you making any inroads in that way?
I think it's very, very difficult because most festivals are controlled by Live Nation and
The big ones, anyway.
Yeah.
big booking companies. So unless you're part of them, you can't really apply for it, I don't think.
There's Rebellion Festival, who've booked us many times, Big Punk Festival in Blackpool. We love Rebellion Festival. We get other festivals, but yeah, it's difficult for the big ones.
For the big ones,
like to Download, Glastonbury, Reading, all Live Nation. So that's the problem. Unless you're with them, as Nina says, you're not going to get on.
Yeah.
That's a tricky one, isn't it? It's so often the case. And unfortunately, the music industry has gone very much that way, which is why, revival artists do have to stick together and do what's possible, even if it means independently somehow finding ways to put on large festivals. But yeah, when you end up with the likes, I suppose, of Live Nation, as you say, being one big conglomerate, or things like, Universal, who take up all of the arenas. If you've got, the big Ed Sheeran turning up into town, nothing else can get booked anywhere. And it's a tricky one because money creates success, creates money, creates success, and you end up in this big cycle. Spotify, people getting so little money for each play, each stream, which is why, coming back to what you're saying about you having vinyls now where you can sell them. But that in itself is an expense for you personally. So
Yeah, but the vinyl we were lucky with because Chris from Punk Fox Records said he would press them up for us, which he did. He organised the whole thing. But that's why we haven't released vinyl before, because it's like, you know, you got to lay down a few grand, get them pressed before you can sell them. So we were lucky on this occasion. But yeah, it can be a big expense.
Yes, it can be. But again, listeners out there, for all artists that you go and see, always please buy their merchandise, support them by buying their merchandise, whether it's t-shirts, mugs, whatever, you know, Monopoly board games with their faces on, you know, whatever it is. I don't know, beer mats. What
Healthy Junkies chocolate, maybe.
Yeah, underwears.
And yeah, we're thinking about doing Healthy Junkies knickers.
Oh, I love the idea of that, especially French knickers by Healthy Junkies. Yeah,
Yes.
go for it.
French wear, yeah.
It's got to be done. Let's play another one of your tracks. Now, this is from the album. And hang on a second. Let's move to this track here. This is Bad Apple. Am I allowed to play it?
You're allowed to play it. It's not on the album.
Okay.
It's something else that we haven't released yet.
No.
But we love playing it live, and I heard you like it, so...
Okay, let's play this. This is Bad Apple, and this is Healthy Junkies.
You poison us with your toxic revelation. You bring us down in an act of devastation. You undermine the very roots of our foundation. You kill the joy. You're a bad apple in the basket. Ain't nothing but a narcissist. Bad apple in the basket. Get lost. You fuel the fire with your petrol emotion. You fan the flames with your rotten oxygen. You are as despising as a mean old man. You roll your eyes up, you're a bad apple in the basket. Ain't nothing but a narcissist. Bad apple in the basket. Get lost, you're a bad apple in the basket. Ain't nothing but a narcissist. Bad apple in the basket. Get lost. Check him out of the basket. Ain't nothing but a racist. Chuck him out of the basket. Get lost. Chuck him out of the basket. Ain't nothing but a sexist. Chuck him out of the basket. Get lost. Are you aware that you have no sense of fun? And do you care about the damage that you've done? You are oblivious, that much is clear. You are my nemesis. Bad apple in the basket. Ain't nothing but a narcissist. Bad apple in the basket. Get lost, you're a bad apple in the basket. Ain't nothing but a narcissist. Bad apple in the basket. Get lost.
Think of a few. I love that. I also love the recording quality, actually. I can think of a few people that can apply to.
Yeah, good.
No, I love it. That's really great. Bad apple in a basket.
Yeah.
I love it. And let me just have a look and see what listeners are saying here. Oh, absolutely. Nick Philpott. Good morning, Nick Philpott. Oh, Nick Philpott is a fellow presenter here on newdawn.fm every Monday and Thursday at 4 p.m. on the Drive Time family. And in fact, he was saying about the French accent. He said, "Zzz, so sexy, my French accent," he says. Actually, it couldn't be. There is no way his accent could be sexy in French, because he's very, to me, it sounds very London. Sorry, I've got it all wrong. I don't know. I'm very bad at sort of saying exactly whether the southeast accent in the UK is London or if it's southeast or if it's Kent.
It all merges into one, doesn't it? I should say that it doesn't.
Oh, exactly. But he's also saying that your sound reminds him a little bit of the B-52s in one of the earlier tracks, Son and a Daughter, that we were playing. Anyway.
Oh, I've never heard that before. The B-52s in comparison. Love the B-52s. So,
iconic band, absolutely. Yeah. And yes, and he's saying Bad Apple sounds great. And people saying it's fantastic. Gary's saying absolutely wonderful, Bad Apple, because I can relate massively in my life, except not necessarily a man, but a woman who was a bad apple. Well,
yeah. Oh, yeah. It can be anyone. Doesn't have to be a man. It can be anyone. That apple.
Exactly. Now, do tell me, Nina, Phil, why have you not released it yet?
Well,
I think because we had the album out already.
Yeah, it's been kicking around. We play it acoustically, and we recorded that one at home. So it'll probably come out on the next album, I think. Will it?
I don't know. Or maybe just as a single.
Or maybe it's a one-off single. We don't know. But yeah, home recording.
Well, I love it. Sounds great. The intro is really lovely, very lively and clean, crystal clean, clear sound. I liked it a lot. So do you do your productions yourselves?
The album, the other songs were from, we recorded at Audio House with Jonathan Jacobs. So he did all the album. We have released stuff and recorded it at home. We've got our Forever on the Road album, which we did in lockdown. So that's like a double album soundtrack. That's all recorded at home. We do record at home as well. It's just that, production's a whole different game.
Also we can't have the live drums at home.
Of course, yes.
Yeah. So
now, I know a drummer who can do that for you. If you ever need drums thrown onto a track.
Well, we might take you up on that. You never know. But that's the problem with home recording, the live drums.
Well, Smiley Barnard has his own studio, and he is the alarm drummer, the archive drummer. He is a big, really fantastic drummer, and he is happy to do tracks for people, and he doesn't charge a great deal, and it's well worth it. He brings the tracks to life.
Oh, man, that sounds good. We might hit you up for Smiley's details.
I will do that. I'll send them across to you. Now, listen, we've only got 3 minutes left. So so that means we have a choice of which songs shall we play? We have, actually, I tell you what, we're going to finish off this morning with Dead Souls. And I want to say thank you both so much for joining me this morning here on newdawn.fm on my breakfast show. It's been a real delight to meet you, and I will be very proud to play your music on our shows and to put you into the Revival Chart voting pool. So
thanks so much for having us, Dawn. It's been lovely chatting to you, and we will be listening in.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's wonderful. Well, all we've got to do in this wonderful world is just support each other and everything will work magically. Mwah. Lots of love. Ciao, ciao for now, darlings. And
bye-bye.
Play out with your track. Bye-bye. Pleasure to meet you.
Bye, Dawn. See you later.